Hello and welcome to Mastering Manifesting. This is very important in life to learn to understand energy and to master your own energy. It helps you to become a happy person. It helps you to be balanced. It helps you to be in your power. This we all want, and it is a part of living. We have to realize that a part of living is taking care of ourselves energetically, taking care of our minds, taking care of our emotions, and learning to process and master our emotions, our mind, our energy, and our body. So we can master our body if we master our energy. If we master our minds and our emotions, this creates the energy, and then our bodies follow. Okay, so we need to learn how to master our life force energy. Okay, we are creative beings. We are one with the universe. We are a part of the whole. We are God, Goddess. We are source. That inherently flows within us and around us and is in everything. And we are conscious beings becoming conscious of this fact about ourselves. And as we learn about this and learn to embody it, because it's not enough for our minds to comprehend it and know it, we have to embody it. And so we have to embody this specific lifestyle of mastering our mind, body, and spirit. But the thing that they forget about is the emotions. But the emotions follow the mind. But we must learn to process our emotions. And then as we master our mind, we will create emotions innately that better support us in what we want to create. So how it works is like the energy will follow our thoughts. Our thoughts create the emotions and the energy, and then it settles into the physical. Does that make sense? So it's really important that we get our minds in the right place, that we master our minds, that we redo, remaster, rewire our brains, our thoughts, our beliefs. Beliefs, everything comes down to beliefs. I tell this to my students all the time, and that is why I do the healings the way that I do the healings, okay? So we operate, like they say, like 95% from our subconscious minds, okay? So we have to get our conscious mind and our subconscious mind to be on the same team, because we learn a lot consciously. And so that's why a lot of times affirmations don't work, because we're saying words that are not in alignment with what we actually believe subconsciously. So those affirmations are not going to work fully until you've changed the story that creates the belief that you have. So it all comes down to changing your stories. And that's why we do Ascension Healing. That's why the inner child is so important, because our beliefs are formed 0 to 7. And we adopt them from our parents, from our cultures, from the area that we live in. My son and I were just talking the other day, and he's like, people think the parents raise the children. He's like, you know, when you said I didn't teach you to be like that, he's like, because I learned that from my environment when I went to school. He's like, the schools are so important because kids spend a lot of time there and they're influenced by their teachers, their peers, and society's standards and what they learn at school. So that's why we really need to redo our schools so that our schools teach our children properly and teach them empowerment, teach them self-love, like my school is teaching. This program needs to go into the schools. And the parents also need to rework themselves. They need to let the old self die and the new self come into fruition. And that is the work that we do at Ascension School of Healing Arts. That is what my program is about. That it is the most important thing that you do for yourself. And if you think of a lifetime, you live anywhere from the average 75 to 100 years, right? So what is 2 years out of your life to get yourself straight, to get our society straight? You know what I mean? It all starts with us. Our humanity is not going to grow and learn if we don't. And as each one of us gets in charge of our own vibration and masters our energy, then it gets an alignment with the divine within themselves. If we all do that, we become a tuning fork for others to do that. So don't think of it as selfish. You really have to focus on you and get you straight first. And then you can help others. But it's really up to them. They have to do the work. My son said that to me the other day too. You know, I was the epitome of the wounded healer. And I was always fixing and saving everybody in my life. I had better boundaries with my students and clients than I did with the people who are close to me. And I could remain in neutral when I worked on people and not take on their energy. But in my personal life, a different story, right? So he said to me the other day, what I realized is, he said that everybody has to fix themselves, that I can't fix anyone. I'm like, I'm so glad you learned that so young. He learned it so young. He did learn from me. I didn't know as I was raising him all that I know now. I was still learning it all, right? So I am just so proud of him that he realizes that. And, you know, he put a halt on dating after his first longtime girlfriend because he knew he was codependent with her and he felt responsible for her. And he said, until I love myself, I'm not going to date anyone. So it's pretty cool to see how even I, who am older, have affected his generation in creating a lot more conscious humans, you know, and he then affected his friends, you know. So doing your own work is so important because you help you and you help all of those around you. You know, one time one of my students said to me, Donna, you're not just helping us to heal, but by us healing, it's helping all of the people around us. It's helping them to heal. And it just made me cry because I've worked so hard for this, you know, and I learned so much as I've gone along creating these programs for you. So anyways, yeah, we must master manifesting. And in order to do that, we have to master our minds and our energy. Learn to process our emotions and not let our emotions rule us. Okay? but we don't want to be like too logical either. We want to live from our heart, from our feelings instead of our emotions. Okay? All right. I'll see you in the next video.